Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to share with you my no pantry organization. This is for people that live in a small space or have a tiny kitchen and no dedicated pantry. I'm going to share with you guys what I did to organize my space. The first thing you want to do is remove everything. Once everything's removed out of the cabinets, give it a wipe down. I used my vacuum to suck up any little bits that are in there, and then I'm just going to use a cloth and disinfectant to wipe down the shelves. This is just a good way because honestly I don't clean them that often. Here's what I used. I was really happy to find these white bins at the Dollar Tree. Of course, everything is from the Dollar Tree, but because my kitchen is so brown and like old looking, I felt like the white bins made it look fresh and clean, so I was really happy to get white. I got two stackable bins. These are really good for stacking on top of each other. They only had two, that's why I got those. I got this half gallon canister, which is BPA free, that I really like as well. I should have gotten 4 of the liners, but I only got 2, and the ones with the design on them are my favorite. Like, go pick those up only. They're amazing. I use them in my fridge. They worked really well on the shelves. They're amazing. And these are the labels that I picked up. They're paper labels. There's 30 of them in there, and they worked really well also. So now it's time to group our items, and my spices were my trouble area. They were my hot mess area. Some of them didn't even have caps. I had multiples of some, so I tried to go through and I went in with the it's a dish tub from the Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm using to house all the spices I don't use on a regular basis. I'm also taking things and putting them in plastic bags like these raw spice bar packets. My food coloring and any baking things, I'm putting those in the plastic bags. But I like to do this because it keeps the spices that I use on an everyday basis separate from the ones that I don't use that often. So the ones that I'm using every day, I'm putting in the Lazy Susan, and then the ones that can be put up and away, I'm keeping in the dish tub. So in the bottom shelf, I made a DIY riser out of wood that I already had. This is a great way to build up on height. You can stack more cans and you can actually see what's back there. I really like the way that this turned out. And I have condiments and peanut butter, stuff like that, as well as the spices I use on a regular basis. I'm going to empty out the sugar and put it into this half-gallon canister so that I can see what's in there. You know how much you have, and it looks much more neater. And I've corralled things like pasta into one bin and then all of our dinner stuff into another, but you would just have to put what works best for your family. So now it's time to organize, and it's really going to be up to your family how many cabinets you have to use to make a pantry. I like to keep one pantry just for cooking stuff. So dinner prep stuff, spices, condiments, anything that has to do with dinner, I keep in one cabinet. The cabinet that's open is for all snacks. Anything that's a snack goes in there. I was going to try to use these green bins for like this really cute way to house the snacks, but that didn't work out. And then our last cabinet is for baking stuff. So we have maple syrup and things that we use for pancakes, kosher salt, food coloring, anything that's for baking would go in there. That's where the flour and the big thing of sugar stays, and it just works out really well that way. This is the most important part, and it is to label. Now, these labels did not hold up very well with the sticky tape, so I would suggest using a little bit of string and just tying them on, but you want to label everything because it makes it look so much neater and cleaner. For our rice, I did use a mason jar that's from the Dollar Tree. I don't have a lot of like grains and pastas that would fit into jars, but I really like the way that the white rice looks in there. Right now, IBOTTA is having a sale on their mason jars where you can get money back. I will have it right here for you guys to see. If you want to download IBOTTA to get the deal on that, it's a great way to save if you are going to be organizing with mason jars. So this is the finished snack cabinet, and I was really hoping to get two of the bins on one shelf, but only one fit, so that is okay. I have snacks on the bottom, breakfast stuff like oatmeal on the middle, and then the top there is nothing, but you could put bottled water, and when I go food shopping, I'm sure I'm going to have more stuff coming in. I desperately needed to go food shopping. But you definitely see it's more clean and organized, and you can see things so much better. There was space behind these bins, so if you wanted to hide things back there, you could do that as well. I love this one. The flour and the sugar is like my favorite. I think it looks super clean and super neat. I hope that you guys try this out. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I love it, and I'm definitely going to keep it in order and keep it in place. Share this video with a friend. Maybe they are trying to get some inspiration on how to clean or tidy up their tiny place. My apartment is so small, so I'm always trying to find new ways to keep things organized. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!